Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Plumi. You can call me Lulu, you can call me Lumi, you can call me Mimi, you can call me one from that selection. Today I am coming to you guys with a video that's been requested for I think it's been a year now. I think I was talking about anime and someone said I should do an anime review, and I'd only watched like season 1 of said anime, and it was like my second anime that I'd watched, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do the review. And then I didn't do the review, and here we are like a whole year later finally doing the review. But that is because I wanted to go forth and watch my own animes so I could actually do a proper review. So without further ado, I'm going to be doing my anime reviews. Starting with the anime that basically kicked everything off, we're going to start with haikyuu. So don't mind me, I'm looking down at my notes so I don't miss off any animes. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how the characters like rod me, what I thought of the plot, and then I'll just give it like an overall rating, and I'll also say if the dub is good. So haikyuu is a sports anime. It's a volleyball anime, and one of my friends put me onto it, and he was like, yeah, just watch this, you know, they play volleyball. And I was like, is that all they do? And he was like, yeah. So that is literally essentially all they do. They literally play volleyball, but what makes it so interesting is the emotional plot, and you basically get to go through this personal growth with the characters. Like take Hinata for example. Hinata was just this crazy fireball, literally a fireball, and he just didn't know how to actually like play volleyball. He just had a ton of energy, a ton of drive, and then that was it. But throughout the seasons you see him progress, and he starts to, you know, look at things more technically, and it's just so nice to see like a character grows, like you're growing with them. Yeah, and if you really like sports, then I would highly recommend haikyuu. It's a really good sports anime actually. If you guys were on TikTok around the time when the Iwa-chan, that sound came up, I don't know, I'll see if I can find one of my old TikToks from it, but it was from haikyuu. Haikyuu is very funny as well. I'll say it's got a certain element of a comedic factor to it. So yeah, in terms of my favorite characters, this new guy that walks in, Tsukishima. Oh, if I were to have a crush, okay, in this entire show, it would be Tsukishima. Tsukishima is this 6'3". You know those guys who like give off the vibe that they don't want to be there? I don't know what it is, but he's so indifferent to them. Like Kageyama and Hinata are just there like, oh, I want to play volleyball, I'm gonna beat you, and he's just like that's hard. Easy introduction into watching anime. So if you're a beginner, haikyuu is very easy to watch. Also the dub is very good. What would I give haikyuu out of 10? I'd give it a cool 7 out of 10. I have nothing more to say about haikyuu. Speaking of sports animes, I think I'm just gonna try to do this in like themes. Next sports anime that I actually recently started was Kurokos Basketball, and you guys would have seen it in that anime Doro technique video that I linked up here. Kurokos Basketball, I actually just started watching it because, again, my friend who recommends literally all the animes to me, he was like, oh, this is what got me playing basketball, da, da, da. And I was like, okay, cool, let's see what this has to offer. And currently I'm on I can't even be naming seasons. I think I'm on episode 4. This anime hasn't really gripped me as other animes have. I'm not really sure what it is about it, but I think what I've realized is if you're not an avid sports watcher, so if you're not interested in sports like normally, you won't be interested in a sports anime. It's not itching that itch for me, you know. Hey guys, it's editing LUMI from the future here. I just want to retract my statements about Kurokos Basketball. Since filming the video, I have actually watched more of the anime, and it's quite interesting. So I take what I said back. Definitely watch Kurokos Basketball. I think now I will rate it as 6.57 to be a bit generous. Haven't finished season 1 yet, but I just felt like my rating was a bit harsh, so I need to clear that up. Not scratching that itch for me. So currently I'm still watching it though because it's still interesting and it's a good watch. Animations, they're alright. I think they get better as the seasons progress. The story is a bit mad. Literally, I just see it as a bunch of like hormonal, like teenage boys, like testosterone, and they're like, I can beat you, I can play basketball better than you. And then Kuroko's like, oh, I'm invincible, you know, I don't matter, no one cares about me. It's very weird. Maybe I just need to get the hang of watching this or get used to the language that they used to describe themselves, because they literally demean this poor boy. I'll see if I can insert a clip or something, but
今日は休みみたいね。いいよ。じゃあ練習始めよう。
すいません。黒子は僕です。
何？いつからいたの？
最初からいました。て
めえはすぐに現れろ！意表をつくな！
います5人。
なんだ？薄いな影。目の前にいて気づかなかったし。
They demean this poor boy all the time and he does it to himself. But yeah, I don't think it'll be fair for me to give a rating now. The dub is also really good, but if I was to give it a rating, I'd give it a 5 out of 10. Yeah. So fantasy stuff, I'm gonna start off with Tokyo Ghoul. We all know Tokyo Ghoul. The whole reason why I started watching Tokyo Ghoul was because of this opening. But yeah guys, I just had to show you all what you guys were missing out on. So anyways, let me set the scene, let me describe what Tokyo Ghoul is. Ours is dark, very dark fantasy. It essentially follows this boy, his name is Kaneki. He's about to go into university, like college, and he goes to this cafe and he meets this lady, and I think she's like a writer, and he sort of develops a little crush on her, and you know, she's an older woman as well, so she entertains it a little, and she tells him to come hang out with her one day, and he ends up walking her home like late at night. So he walks her back home late at night and she attacks him. A spoiler now. Essentially she's a ghoul. A ghoul is a creature that eats humans. They feast on human flesh, and he didn't know this. So she's a ghoul, he didn't know. He's walking her back home late at night. What happens next? You tell me. Yeah, one thing leads to the other. He's fighting for his life. They take him to hospital. He's in critical condition, and then they perform this surgery on him that nobody signed consent for. Okay, my guy is a critical condition. Can he be signing consent forms for surgeries? Hell no. And you know, they do the surgery on him, which essentially turns him into a half ghoul, so he becomes a one-eyed ghoul. And yeah, that is essentially the premise of the anime. It goes through the struggle of this one-eyed ghoul, and he has a foot in both worlds. You know, he literally lived his whole life as a human, now he's forced to be a ghoul. If you're not into like gore and scary stuff, or like a graphic, vivid imagery of what is essentially cannibalism, then don't watch it. In terms of comedic factor, sort of dark humor. Some villains are, I'm sure you guys know about anime villains, they are the most eccentric people.
Until finally my sweet Kaneki. Do allow me to explain. I shall feast upon sweet Kaneki, but even as I do, I want him to feast upon her! Then Kaneki, I think it's important that you realize it is your flavor which has driven me to this.
Yeah, I would give Tokyo Ghoul a 7.5. There were times when I was literally like, I think like season 2, the first like 2 episodes of season 2, I was like, what is going on? Tokyo Ghoul. In season 2, I don't know what her name is, but I'll put her picture up here. That girl, most irritating person. Mado's daughter. Yeah, Mado was crazy, okay, and his daughter just did not live up to him. Like, he was a villain that you learn to love. Like, you just loved their villain art, and his daughter was just Toka-chan, oh my goodness, don't even get me started on Toka-chan. She is the most irritating person. She needs to take a leaf out of her brother's book. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, but I'm just gonna leave it there. Let's have a drink. Gosh, in here. So next we have Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, I literally just finished watching it like 2 weeks ago. I binged it within like 2 days. Don't forget that I have uni, because you're like, oh, I could binge it within a day. I have university and I have to put on my common sense cap when I'm watching these animes, okay? Just beautiful. The animations, everything is just, It follows the life of this little boy, tragic life of this boy. His name is Tanjiro. His family essentially like live in the woods, and he goes down to the market and he does all the market boy stuff and whatever. And then one day he goes down without his family. So usually it's like he takes like a brother or sister with him or something. And it was like snowing or a blizzard, I don't know, a storm was coming, and he went down to the market, and then he ended up staying longer than he should have, so ended up staying overnight, and came back up to the mountains and his family is dead, all collapsed. In the opening they show you like his relationship with the siblings, and then him losing literally all of them within 10 minutes. That hurt. But one of them survived, his younger sister Nezuko. He learns that she's become a demon. That is essentially the premise of the show. He is fighting to change her back. A demon? So he has to kill her. He was like, no, there's got to be a way. So he basically has to enroll in this like demon slayer boot camp, you know, because they're keeping his sister alive. Usually the protocol is see a demon, kill a demon. Never a dull moment, action packed. Animation is beautiful. And comedic factor, I love it when animes are funny, like they're intense but funny at the same time. So I would give Demon Slayer a solid like 8.5 out of 10. Zenitsu, I love Zenitsu. He is just the cutest ball of energy. Obviously Tanjiro is everyone's favorite, but he's a bit perfect for me. I tend to hate the main characters. One of my favorite animes that I've legit ever watched. I binged it within 4 hours, if that's even possible, but I literally started it in the afternoon and I finished it by midnight. The Promised Neverland. Oh my goodness, my sister's been talking about The Promised Neverland for ages and I just didn't listen to her. Oh my goodness, you guys need to get past the animation style and just get stuck in, because the storyline, impeccable. The plot twist, everything that you ever want from any show. Let's not even talk about anime. Let's put anime to the side. Anything you want from any show. You want comedic factor, you want love, you want laughter, you want interest, you want plot twists, okay? You want side characters, stories, you want villain, you want death, you want loss, you want... You just need to watch it to see for yourself. Yeah, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. The dub is also pretty good. Promised Neverland basically follows the story of these gifted kids, and they live in an orphanage, and the orphanage is basically like isolated. You're not really sure what time period this is. Norman, Emma and Ray, they're like the 3 main characters, and they basically find out a secret. So when the head of the orphanage, the woman that looks after them, she basically says that one of the kids is adopted and they're going, you know, away to a family, and the kid actually left their cuddly toy, but they're like, no, we need to get this bunny to this little girl, you know, she loves this bunny so much. And they get the bunny and they find something that they shouldn't have found out, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. Attack on Titan. And that is it. End of video. You guys are still here. Okay, you're still here. Okay, the thing is, I can't talk about Attack on Titan by myself. I need to speak, like interact with people, and we need to converse. So if you guys want to comment down below and tell me your thoughts and your feelings towards Attack on Titan, just let me know, okay? Yeah, speak, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about Attack on Titan. As you guys know, my rating for Attack on Titan is obviously 10 out of 10. No one can tell me that Attack on Titan is literally the epitome, okay, It is the zenith, okay, the pinnacle of great animes, okay? But anyways guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you want any more anime recommendations, you can comment them down below. I'll watch them and then I'll tell you what I think about them. But for now, this is goodbye. Let me come to you guys just a little bit on a mellow note, okay? Thank you all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching me chat about anime, please leave a like. Don't forget to comment, share this video and also subscribe. It's free and you'll love to get notifications about my new videos when they come out, okay? So also, don't forget to turn on your post notifications, alright? I will love you forever if you do. That is the end of this video. I will see you guys in my very next one. If you are here, I want you to comment an I. Comment an I. Not the eyes, just an I. And then yeah, I'll see you guys in my very next one. Bye!